there was some glitch. I work with this agency. It used to be called a retarded agency, but now it's called the Remarkables. So you wouldn't know that they were a cast of crew that had various different problems, from either brain injuries or what have you. I came into working with them when I first came into town I worked for them about 7 years. That was 35 years ago, all right? And, it was a great, wonderful little thing. That was my first job. It was my first part-time job. We lasted for a good long time. I love those guys. And a good number of them is gone. They've just, gone on. Going to try that out again. Maybe this time they won't be, less fortunate. But I tell you, what a wonderful love, after 7 years, I worked in the cemetery. I remember when I first came to town, I was, who would live by the cemetery? It's creepy and everything. And then get a job working in there. And that's my safe zone. What a beautiful place we made that. Yeah, me and a mess of the Mark guys kept that place cleaned up. 7 years I worked for him. That was my favorite part-time job, while I floated around on a boat on the anchor out by the airport. And while I was doing all that, I was learning how to be an artist, because that's what I came here for, and I didn't want to get a job at McDonald's, or I can't do nothing else, so I tried real hard to be an artist. And the Mark House was a wonderful place. And what I tell you is, what a wonderful, wonderful way of learning love and all these different things. And, well, anyways, I'm back there again painting with them and doing something. They had gotten some kind of a grant. And between them and another place which works with homeless people, bringing them back into the scene, I'm over there teaching them how to paint. All those that want to come in, it's therapy. But, it's kind of fun. But I spend my day doing that, and it'll be over in a couple weeks. And I'll go back on my own schedule. But in the process, I've been making these things for... This is just the inside. This is, what's that guy's name? From one of the Yukon Cornelius. Anyways, this is just a styrofoam background head for him. But he's going to come complete with his body and everything. And and I got a mess of these things to do. And whenever I get mess of them going on, I'll show you. But they're really cute. They're fun. I do that in the off time. But, anyways, it's just really neat. I've just gotten back from it. That's why I'm a little messy, And I'm charged after doing this, The ones at the Mark House, they're kind of like, all shut in and everything like that. And we were doing some clay things today, and this was so much fun. Even the guys that couldn't do a whole mess were, found they could do something, and they would be doing this. They would do this part. And that's one of the things that I do best, and I've always known that I can make a whole mess of people that are doing different things work together. Like a clock of some kind. Everyone has their own little thing, and with me it's just natural, and we just have such a great time. But anyways, I don't really know what I wanted to talk about, except this idea of this peace of mind thing. I'm going to tell you, last time I think I talked to you, there was these guys I was telling you about, these two girls. In this one, I told you, see, this girl Wendy hijacked her channel. Weezy. And that they had the two different stories for these different things that we were talking about. The parable of the two sons parable. And, well, anyways, I just want to be an update. It's like that cat gal, she just figured it out. And she's like, oh, that's Slender and all this, and they're just fighting. It's so funny. There's some weirdness going on, but I caught on to that a long time ago, She should come after me, because I'm talking mean about both of them. And they're all now they're going to be in some kind of big rural mess. And it's because of their love for this Jesus. And that may be the base of this. The love is so pure from their hearts, but, it's like, oh my God, It's false. It's like crying for baby Bambi, when Bambi dies, when you were a kid, your first cry, they made you cry to watch this stupid stuff. But it's fake. It's fake. They brought it out of you, and this is an emotional thing, and they trigger these things. And these girls are at it now. They're probably going to wind up in some kind of court that's going to tie up all their shit. They both were doing all this work, and then, one decided, one's a little creepy. That Wendy gal, she's a little creepy. But she really loves Jesus. And Kat, I think she's just in it for the fun of it. She likes to preach. She has an angle, but, she's like Obama would have said that she can't make it on her own. She has to have all these other people showing her what to do. But it's still cool. She's a wonderful platform, And both of these girls are products of this, what they call the synagogue of Satan. And, and they have to mislead. That's their job. They're deceiving the deceivers, or deceivers. That idea, they are deceived because they got the wrong message, and they love this guy so much that now, this one, she cries and cries and cries. She is so, that is sin. That is a sin, to dwell in emotions. Emotions are representing the lower part of our body, and the lower, that's why it's the skin. That's why none of that shit is allowed up there. God doesn't have emotion up there, not that kind, It's love and it's beauty. I couldn't explain it. Couldn't imagine the idea. I could imagine. I could. There's a lot of things about beauty and love we know. But when it comes to this crying and this downright, I am low to Lord, all heads shall bow and knees shall bend, and you're never going to get up there. Whatever they've done to Jesus, this is the worst thing they could do, is to make you out to be so less when all he's trying to do is to get you to feel better and go up higher than him. And that's just terrible, because it's the wrong kind of love. And he'll be the first one. He tells you in there, he says, I'm as close as your breath. I don't even know you. You could yell in my ear all day long, and I won't have known you. We talk about what it means to be known. It's not, sexual. It's known. Known is a joining of something. Come join me, and doing that would join things together, and you make one out of two. So when 1 and 2, 3, that's the magic number of transformation, and works in the scripture. Anytime you see that 3 someplace, look out, something real beautiful is about to happen. Someone's going to be Abraham now, and someone's going to be Sarah now, David's going to decapitate his friend. And he's going to cut off what is low with what is a lot higher. That's so beautiful, all those stories. If you want to take those real, you'll cry for them, And you made these things bigger than life. And it's just a shame. It's just a shame. That's how the world is run. If we don't believe in this God, Allah's going to come over and kick his ass anyways, whether you're a Christian or a non-believer or whatever. What does it matter? Right now, it's just great that you could think about something. Have a little truth in your life for just this little while. And see how long we're allowed to have it, because I think it's the coolest thing on earth, and it's made everything so much cooler, I was mad at first. I was real mad. To find, goddamn, everything is a lie. Everything is a lie. And then, That's the earthquake I get over the earthquake. And how cool, because now me and my dog, and we have such, it's not like we died. Maybe we did die, but, all of a sudden it was like, wow, what a cool new place. Learned how to do this, what I teach, I do this. I learned how to do this before I teach. And then I learned how to teach for a long time before I even started teaching. And then I've only been doing this for a little while. And I try to put it just to you simple. This Jesus never lived. He's not someone that you're going to go and kill someone over. He doesn't kill anyone for you. His whole setup was to show you how to separate from the system. The very system that controls you wants so deep in you, in your pocket, in your soul, in your heart, in your mind. It's so deep in there. He knows you already would be in here. Perhaps this happened before. But it's all these stories, even Enoch, they're all based on us today. The end time stories. Well, don't believe in, that apocalypse and all that crap at the end in Revelations. Revelation was a book that was written 2,000 years before Christ ever made the scene, before this book ever came up. It's from a guy named Zoroaster. And it was stolen word for word. It was not penned in some stupid little cave someplace to make this fucking little scene of theirs. Look at this drama. This drama playing out. And as long as you believe that shit, you're going to believe any goddamn thing that those people make up. I'm talking about all those Illuminati people. They've even made the single eye so freaking made. No one knows what to do. You got your eyes straight, don't you? Good night. Good night. Good night. Shit, fire. Alright, well, anyways, I don't want this to go long, but, we got the best of things. It's kind of a dichotomy, a situation when I'm telling you about having a new life type, new mind, a new heaven and a new earth, alright? How cool it is to go down the street and smell things and have fun. Look at this is what I kill these giant roaches with. They come flying in out of nowhere. But I'm trying to do things are just nicer. Things are just nicer. Even in the shit, the whole world is going to shit. I've got all this shit everywhere. But bringing light, I'm still bringing light. And, I have a lot of fun enjoying it. It's a little backside. It's walking through the shit. I'm low to the ground. I can smell it. I can see it, So it's nothing like I'm above it. And all of this stuff is going to keep on going and going. It's like whatever happens, it's going to happen. So just hope that, the world just keeps on turning, while we're alive. We'll make the best of it. Until then, learn how to get up in there, clean the inside out. Have time in your day to sit and do nothing. Nothing. To shut off and cut off from the day. Do what that girl, shake it off. But don't sing that song, because you get that in your mind, it won't come off. It'll stop you from being able to. That's what all these things is. Keep you from being able to reach this place. Shut your mind off. Shut your mind off. Ties that 10% of you. And then, just keep looking up. And that's all you got to do. Simple, He's already knows that you're coming up from shit, so don't worry about nothing. Come up messy. paint on you, messy. Come with your spots. It says, I'll take care of them spots. No reason to be mean to other people or hurt other people. This is a benevolent, beautiful thing. And anything that wraps you up with emotion and stuff is the opposite of this dude, of this energy. And religious people play it out. They kill for it. And because they feel so much. I've cried for them for years. I've cried for Christ. I've cried. Well, that was one of those things I had to get mad about. Get over. I cried too. I'm glad to see it gone. Wow. How to be restored from that. Anyways, I love you, and best to you.